Hello there, welcome to Talking TV. And I have been sent a little something today. I do know what that is. I do know what it is. This is what it looked like originally. So this came out 2005. Fremantle home entertainment release. This had all four Carry On Christmas TV specials on. It had new interviews at the time with Peter Rogers, Jack Douglas, and Wendy Richard. It had a 45-minute Evening with Peter Rogers feature as well. And if you open it up, this was the original one, just to show you, it had 2 discs there, and it has program notes and trivia. So it's got a bit there in 1969 on each one individually. It's a really good guide. I have read it. It's a really good guide. And so that was how the original one looked. And of course, all of them have been repeated recently on That's TV as well, which has been brilliant after so long. Channel 5 showed, certainly showed the 1969 one, maybe about 15, 20 years ago, but it's been a long time, and That's TV has shown all 4 of them, which has been fantastic. So I'm just going to open this up now. Here we go. Look at this. Carry On Christmas. One to add to the network collection. So it's due out just in time for Christmas 2022, which is brilliant. And there is the back there. So it's got all 4 Christmas specials on. In terms of extras then, what has it got different that it hasn't got on this version? Okay, it has a special called All This and Christmas Too, which Sid James and Kenneth Connor made in the gap year between 2 Carry On Christmas specials. I think it was 1971. I think it was made by Yorkshire Television, if I'm right. It still has the interviews with Peter Rogers, Jack Douglas, and Wendy Richard. It's still got an Evening with Peter Rogers. Now, it says a commemorative booklet, so I'm going to open this up. Okay, I'm going to open this up now. Okay, so I'm just opening this up now. I can finally get into it. Talk amongst yourselves. That's it. I don't know what we're in now. So, there we go. This is the brand new network DVD Carry On Christmas version. So I love the artwork. We've got Sid there, Barbara Windsor, Charles Hawtrey, Hattie Jakes, John Sims, Bernard Breslock. I prefer this artwork. I do. I really like this artwork. And there we go. We've got Kenneth Connor and Barbara Windsor, of course, on the back there. So let's have a look inside. Interesting first thing to note is it's the same booklet as the original one. So I thought it might have been revised notes, but it's exactly the same program notes as the 2005 release. So there you go. There's the 2 DVDs there. I'll just take that one out. So we've got kind of sleeve notes inside there like that. And then you've got the sleeve notes on this side. So disc 2, it says All This and Christmas Too. It was a Yorkshire Television production. Yeah, it's got a great cast. It's got Kenneth Connor, Joe Gladwin, Sid James. Then An Evening with Peter Rogers from 1999, hosted by Mark Sinden. And then Carry On Christmas Memories, which was produced by Maurice Bryant. It's got Peter Rogers, Wendy Richard, and Jack Douglas from the original DVD. So the only difference is you get the All This and Christmas Too, which I have been wanting to see for a long, long time. It sounds a bit kind of Bless This House-esque, but not Bless This House. And Sid James just saying this kind of one-off Christmas special. I really do want to watch this. So it's great that this is included. But I'm going to put the discs in now and give you my final critique. Here we go. Right, so my critique of the DVD, if you like, having a quick look through then. My favourite out of the 4 Christmas specials has to be, and always has been, Carry On Christmas from 1973. I love that one. Maybe it's because I remember the Thames video that I got. I think it was from Woolworths or somewhere like that. It was one of the Thames Video releases of the Carry On Christmas TV specials, and the only other one that they seemed to release many years ago was Carry On Stuffing from 1972. Carry On Christmas from '69 didn't get a release, and Carry On Long John didn't get a release, as far as I'm aware, on commercial video. But I love Carry On Christmas from '73. It was just, for me, it was just the gang at the best. It really was, and there's some really really funny sketches in that. I do love that at Christmas. So that one would be my pick to go for first. But having said that, Carry On Christmas 1969 is also a belter. If only for the scene where Frankie Howard kind of just seems to take over. You'll have to just watch partway through, and I don't think Hefty Jakes is as amused at all. But I don't think he worked for the Carry On films again after doing Carry On Christmas 1969. Someone is bound to correct me, but Carry On at the Jungle was already made and filmed by before Carry On Christmas 1969, and I'm pretty sure that Frankie Howard had this kind of like arrangement with Peter Rogers where he was going to work every 2 years in a Carry On film. But after Carry On Christmas 1969, for whatever reason, read into it whatever you will, he did not do another Carry On film. There you go. But it's brilliant when he takes over, and I love Frankie Howard anyway. But Hattie Jakes is just sat there on the sofa waiting for Frankie Howard to finish, and it just goes on and on. And whether it was fully scripted or not, I have no idea. But I tell you what, it is the best part of Carry On Christmas '69, really is. If anything, Carry On Long John suffers because it's in monochrome. It is still good, but I know it wouldn't be people's obvious first pick, and that would be perhaps why. But it is a strong Christmas special. I'd say '69 and '73 just have that edge, though. Carry On Stuffing, yeah, it is the weakest one, and I'd say that the panto sketch at the end is perhaps a little dated now, but there's still scene-stealing performances. Kenneth Connor is still brilliant in it and worth watching for Peter Butterworth. It's still strong. Notice that Kenneth Williams does not appear in any of these Carry On Christmas TV specials either. But Sid James appears in 1969. He appears in Long John. He appears in the final one, 1973, but not in Carry On Stuffing as well. But he appears in 3 out of 4. In terms of network DVDs, I did put it on. I thought, oh, we might finally see the end of part 1, part 2 end caps for Carry On Christmas, which weren't on the original DVD release. But we don't see them. What we do get, it seems to be a kind of a copy for copy version that was on the 2005 DVDs. So we've got, for each episode, you have an intro which was recorded for the original DVDs by Peter Rogers, the late great Peter Rogers, and he does a brief introduction to each episode. They're still on here, but that also means that we don't get the end caps for end of part 1, part 2, etc., which some viewers might have been hoping for. But it's still worth it, this new network version for the And All This in Christmas Too, which wasn't on the original Fremantle version, but we finally get to watch now. So you're getting definitely more for your money. It's still got all the original interviews. It's still got all the Peter Rogers introductions, An Evening with Peter Rogers, etc., and as well as And All This in Christmas Too as well. So definitely go and get Carry On Christmas, and it is absolutely 4 hours of fine festive comedy, and it's just brilliance from the Thames archive. It really is. And as I say, I'd start with 73. Someone will say, no, pick 1969. But I'd say I would pick 73 first. Definitely look at Frankie Howard in 1969 as well. But go on out and buy it. Out now. Network DVD.net. Bye.